Hi everyone, welcome to Sold on Wellness. My name is Fumi. If this is your first time on this channel, I am happy to have you here. In today's video, I will be sharing a 5-day simple and short challenge you can take to relieve any stress you're going through right now. I have divided this video into 3 parts. So the first part, I'll explain the connection between switching your habits and stress. If you know the connection, feel free to jump to part 2, but I encourage you to stick with me through part 1. For the second part, I will be giving actionable daily activities, and the idea is to keep it simple, short, and build upon each day. If you try these daily tasks, I'm sure you will feel a shift within you and possibly see things differently. Now, the third part will be me suggesting things for you. You don't have to follow them. However, you will not lose anything if you try to stick to them. Also, I'll share a free resource at some point in the video that will help with the challenge this week. So let's get into this transformative challenge. Part 1. Over time, when dealing with stress, most of us focus on bottom-up approach. So we focus on physical activities like exercising to relieve stress before focusing on the role the brain plays. Now, don't get me wrong, exercising is good for stress relief, but how about we consider a top to bottom approach that involves working on our brain first for significant stress relief? So let's talk about your brain. If you're wondering why brain training is important to relieve stress, I'll tell you. The amygdala is a part of the brain responsible for the fight or flight responses and emotions related to stressful situations. So when you're feeling afraid or threatened, the amygdala releases stress hormones that causes your body to react in a certain way. Often, when fight or flight mode is activated, it produces reactions that are impulsive and irrational. Today, most people, especially entrepreneurs, are repeatedly exposed to high stress situations that triggers these stress hormones. So training your brain helps you regulate your response and rewire your brain. Meaning, instead of becoming stressed and anxious, you react in a more focused, calm, relaxed, and rational manner. Now, the best way to retrain your brain for stress relief is by shifting your habits. And yes, that's why we are here today. But just give me one more minute and we'll get into the daily activities. Because if you don't understand why you're doing something, then there's no ground to measure its success, right? And just so you know, switching habits to retrain your brain should be fun and simple, not complex and overwhelming. Okay, and that's why I'm giving out these tips for you today. Habits are subconscious behaviors that have become a part of you through repetition. These behaviors no longer need logical effort because they have created pathways and patterns in your brain. For example, as a child, you learned how to ride a bike. While learning, you had to remember how to pedal and keep your balance. It became part of you and required little thought. Why? Because you hardwired that activity or habit into your brain. Just the same way you have unconsciously hardwired some stress-causing habits into your daily routine. So to experience relief, you need to deliberately replace those habits with new relaxing ones. For instance, a habit of going to bed late and getting little sleep will set you up for chronic stress. You need to stop the patterns created by the former habits and the stress will reduce. Now to the second part of the video, the daily activities. I'm going to be showing you how to make the shift in your existing habits. The patterns habits create in your brain are called neurological pathways. Making significant shifts in your habits creates new pathways, which will help you embrace lifestyle change, increase productivity, relieve stress, and make you become a better entrepreneur. It entails doing new, simple, and short activities to help manage stress and train your brain. The idea is to disrupt normal stress patterns your brain is used to so you can feel more relaxed. So let's get into the daily activities now. Day 1, pick one quote or affirmation and meditate on it for the week. Most circumstances that shift your brain into fight or flight mode aren't real. They might just be fears or imaginary threats. Affirmations shift your mind from your pain, stress, and struggle, and then gives you a picture of comfort, peace, and hope. It helps you to create a state of safety, confidence, and calm. So day one, write out 5 affirmations you will speak to yourself for this week and reflect on it throughout the week. So let me give you 5 affirmations that may help you, but feel free to come up with yours. I actually encourage you to come up with yours. So 1, I let go of all my worries and anxieties. I have the inner and physical strength to meet my deadlines. 3, I have peace and calmness. 4, my tension and pressure are melting away. 5, happiness is centered in my life and I practice happiness always. Okay, so do that. Day 2, write 1 keyword that lights you up each day. I encourage you to write positive things about yourself and keep them in visible places. The keywords I'm talking about are those that describes you or things you love. Some keywords resonate with your personality. So day 2's challenge is to write out 1 keyword that lights you up the most and reflect on it throughout the day. Now, this is the interesting thing about the keyword I want you to write. It's not just about you writing with your regular hand. You're going to be using your other hand. Now, I don't want to call it the wrong hand, but what I'm trying to say is if you're right-handed, okay, you're going to use your left hand to write this keyword. Now, if you're left-handed, then you'll be using your right hand to write the keyword. What we're trying to do is to do things differently, yeah? So this, I'm keeping it simple because if I'm to say, oh, you probably need to create an artwork with this, that can discourage you. So remember, our keyword here is for this challenge is to keep things simple and short. So write 1 keyword and use your other hand. Okay, I hope you get that. So that's what you're going to be doing with the keyword as I mentioned. Whenever you find yourself getting stressed out by overwhelming thoughts, look at that keyword. Day 3, change your route. I want you to try a different route to walk on day 3. I'm guessing you're wondering what your route has got to do with stress management. Remember, this concept entails trying new things. So changing your route helps you enjoy a unique view of things and it helps you to also learn new things. So please, it's very important that you're doing this in a fun way. Take pictures if you want and write a recent Facebook post and talk to new people about your route change. Just explore, okay, and have fun while you're at it. Day 4, and now to the yummy part. Try a new meal. Have you ever tasted a meal and felt like your energy was restored? I have. Foods reduce stress in various ways. Food like oatmeal or any other food rich in vitamins and minerals contain chemicals that calms the brain. Trying a new meal rich in vitamins will help you reduce stress hormones and cut down cortisol levels. Now, there are several foods that you can try out. The key thing for day 4 is to try eating a meal you haven't had in a long while or a new meal you think you fancy. If that new meal goes south, like you didn't like it, remember the goal is already achieved and be happy that you allowed yourself to try something new and different and the experience is something you now have. Day 5, listen to a new genre of music. Listening to music is a stress relief method and it is very effective. But on day 5, what I want you to listen to is a new genre of music. Your brain retains knowledge and is often conscious of those things that you usually do. So listening to a new music genre is a way of getting your brain to rewire and see things differently. Now there's a link in the description to download the PDF for this 5-day challenge. To the third part of the video, and thank you for sticking with me so far. 1, keep this simple, short, and sweet. For example, just because you want to try a new meal doesn't mean you should become more stressed in the process. New meals can be as simple as fresh fruits and veggies you haven't had in a long time. 2, if possible, journal your experiences at the end of each day. And on the last day, write what changed for you. Number 3, I would love you to come back to this video to share how the challenge has helped you, and please subscribe to the channel. Many physical activities can help you revitalize your physical and mental health after a stressful week, but training your brain is very important. And if you desire a stress-less lifestyle, it's simply teaching your brain to react to situations differently by changing ingrained habits that are linked to stress triggers in your daily routine. So never forget that your brain does not act independently. It works as a result of actions you engage in. Always engage in daily activities that will help you train your brain to relax and in turn relieve stress. Now remember, there's a link, as I mentioned earlier, in the description below for you to download this 5-day challenge. It's going to have broken everything down so you can have it handy with you. I'll be back next week Monday for another 5-day challenge. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. I'm so excited about that one as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to share, and if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you subscribe, like, and comment. Also let me know about future videos you would like to see. To my subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the support. And one more thing, remember to check the links in the description box, okay? I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.